And now, the main news on Radio Tingalo, brought to you by Moose Millie and Zambia Catholic University.
Radio Chingalo, restoring everything in Christ with love and truth. Good afternoon with the main news. I'm Kennedy Barry Jr. Kindly be informed that we are also live on the Radio Chingalo Facebook page to you, our Facebook viewers. We give you the headlines. 6 deacons set to be ordained as priests. Parliament to adjourn CNDA today. Rise in the number of GBV cases worry YWCA. The details. The Catholic Diocese of Gondola has announced that the 2020 priestly ordination will be held on 4th August 2020 at the Cathedral of Christ the King, in which 6 deacons are said to be ordained to priesthood. Diocesan Director Pastoral Programs, Father Matthew Mumba, named the candidates as deacons Kelvin Bemba Chilambwe, Andrew Chapewa, John Joseph Angel Guterres, Marius Yashkot, and Nicodemus Chime. Father Mumba revealed that the ordaining minister will be Ndola Diocese Apostolic Administrator Archbishop Dr. Alec Banda of Lusaka. He has told Radio News that only few people are invited for the ordination on the feast of St. John Maria Vianney, in line with COVID-19 guidelines.
The priestly ordinations for this year 2020. The Catholic Diocese of Gondola will have the ordination ceremony. The ordination ceremony will take place on Tuesday, the 4th of August, on the feast of St. John Maria Vianney at 10 hours in the Cathedral of Christ the King in Ndola. The ordaining minister will be His Grace Most Reverend Dr. Alec Banda, the Archbishop of Lusaka and Apostolic Administrator of Ndola. We'd like to notify the people that only a few people are invited to the event.
Moving on, despite the continued rise in the number of COVID-19 cases in Zambia, there is complacency in wearing of face masks among members of the public. A check by Radio Chingla News at Nagadodi Market revealed that both the traders and shoppers were not adhering to the guidelines. And some marketeers are spoken to say despite knowing that COVID-19 was deadly, they still do not wear face masks.
I'm sorry, fully located. I would not have to come to the additional coronavirus is new. Then many sure go back to the one after I got your family cheap or but not for one you can look sing. I mean, I said, push down, but I was talking about coronavirus is real. We not have and being very sure of the percentage.
But Avema Kitwe District Chairperson Aston Sakala is urging traders to adhere to the health guidelines.
Our marketeers who have so far relaxed on not putting on face masks in Kitwe District, I'm humbly asking them to start putting on face masks because COVID-19 is real. It has killed so many people. Let's not risk us or every person who are trading in the market.
Now, Parliament is set to adjourn CNDA today, according to today's fourth session of the 12th Assembly. Order paper, Vice President Inongewina is expected to move the motion of adjournment at 14:30 hours. The adjournment of the House is in accordance with the Standing Order number 33 of the National Assembly of Zambia, Standing Orders 2016, and in the view of the coronavirus. Following the recording of one COVID-19 case by a member of staff at its head office in Kitwe, Nkana Water Supply and Sanitation Company says it will continue to operate under strict public health guidelines. Company Public Relations Manager Bivan Saloseki says the Ministry of Health has since been notified over the development. Mr. Saloseki told Radio Chingle News that active surveillance and screening is ongoing at the company's divisions to safely manage any spread of the virus.
And we urge all customers to adhere to the strict health protocols that are in place. Further, customers are also encouraged to use the available online platforms to settle their bills and any further engagement. The company remains committed to the provision of safe and quality water and sanitation services to all its customers.
And the Competition and Consumer Protection Commission has recorded a case of COVID-19 at its head office in Lusaka. CCPC Executive Director Chilufya Sampa has, however, maintained that it will continue to operate under what it has termed as a strict adherence to health guidelines. In a statement, Mr. Sampa is also advising members of the public to utilize its social media platforms if they wish to lodge their complaints. The rise in the number of gender-based violence cases on the Kobe Belt has worried Young Women Christian Association, YWCA. Kobe Belt Regional Coordinator Sharon Sanga revealed that from April to June this year, the association has recorded 265 different cases, out of which 213 were GBV cases. Mr. Sanga also noted in an interview with Radio Chingle News that some perpetrators have taken advantage of the COVID-19 to abuse other people's rights. Mr. Sanga has since called for unity among families.
In these cases, I would say employment issues and the rest are GBV cases. So meaning the total number of 213 are GBV cases out of 216, and then the rest are related matters. So you can see that despite the COVID period where people are being advised to be at home and be like a family, unite together, we are finding it hard that people still are having conflicts and we can still receive this number of clients.
And government says it is committed to ending gender-based violence, GBV. Speaking when he officiated at the Start Awareness Support Action SASA methodology training under the USAID Top GBV in Luanshya, District Commissioner Patrick Maipambe said GBV is a human rights violation which undermines the safety, dignity, and human rights of many victims. Mr. Maipambe said government welcomes and stands ready to work with the USAID project in curbing gender-based violence, GBV, among women, men, girls, and boys.
Not only the faith, dignity, overall health status, and human rights of the millions of individuals who experience it. It is vital to promote the rights of all individuals and reduce gender-based violence. This is why we, as the government, always welcome projects like the USAID Stop GBV to curb this violence in our communities.
A Catholic cathedral that was repeatedly struck by missiles amid the Syrian civil war was due to reopen Monday following its restoration. The Maronite Cathedral of St. Elijah in Aleppo was bombarded with missiles on at least 3 occasions between 2012 and 2016 and suffered extensive damage when jihadists entered the Christian quarter of Al-Jadaid in 2013. The restoration was financed largely by the Pontifical Foundation Aid to the Church in Need (SEN). According to the Catholic News Agency, Maronite Bishop Joseph Toby of Aleppo said that the cathedral's restoration had both a symbolic and practical significance. This news broadcast comes to you in the community service of Radio Chingle with compliments of Muzmili, Zambia Catholic University, and the Zambia National Building Society. International news as monitored from the BBC. The World Health Organization has warned over rising coronavirus cases in sub-Saharan Africa. The WHO said cases in South Africa had increased by 30% in the past week. Kenya increased by 31%, Madagascar Zambia by 57%, and Namibia by 69%. The organization's emergency chief, Michael Ryan, said there was a continued acceleration of COVID-19 transmission. Africa had reported 597,223 confirmed COVID-19 cases, including 9,691 deaths by Monday, according to the WHO statistics. Moving on, Mali opposition has stopped demonstrations to allow people to celebrate upcoming Eid festival, the AFP news agency has reported. The agency reports that an opposition figure, Noun Sa, said they had decided to observe a truce on the subject of civil disobedience. Eid Adha will be marked at the end of the month. It remembers the Prophet Ibrahim's willingness to sacrifice his son when ordered to by Allah. And finally, EU leaders have struck a deal on a huge post-coronavirus recovery package following a fortnight of talks. It involves $859 billion in grants and loans to counter the impact of the pandemic in the 27-member bloc. The summit, which began in Brussels on Friday morning, saw more than 90 hours of talks and became the EU's longest since a 2000 meeting in the French city of Nice, which lasted for 5 hours. The BBC has more.
The details of 1.8 trillion euros of spending over the next 7 years, but also the EU's need to demonstrate its ability to rise to a moment of global crisis with collective action. The so-called frugal northern states, the Netherlands and Austria, Denmark and Sweden, with Finnish support, never liked the idea of the EU borrowing money to give as grants to other member states. Now, more of those funds will come as loans to be repaid. The deal-making exposed the EU's fault lines in a sometimes uncomfortable manner, but the deal is done.
And that story brings us to the end of the main news. For these and more stories, you can visit our Facebook page, log on to Facebook and like the Radio Chingalo page and link to Radio Chingalo, radio12345.com. You can still listen to us on Radio Garden, or you can still watch the recording of this particular broadcast on our YouTube channel. Visitors there, that is Radio Chingalo. So remember, COVID-19 is still real, so wear a face mask when in public, avoid large groups and maintain social distance, avoid unnecessary movements, wash your hands frequently for at least 20 seconds, avoid close contact with people who are sick, cover your cough or sneeze with a flexed elbow, handkerchief or tissue. So on behalf of the entire news team and Chipoya Kauma, the camera person in the studio, my name is Kennedy Mbewa Jr. Thank you so very much for listening. The next news broadcast will be the news summary at 16 hours. Thank you very much and have yourself a lovely afternoon.